that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Morant. Good.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Here's Leonard. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. Pass to Zubac. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And here's Morant. Fires from deep. Paul George pulls down the board. And here are the Clippers now. 6-point game. That's good from Wall. On the assist by George.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Out to Covington, beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
And the lob disrupted, not to be. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Brooks, and the finish on the break with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Here's Wall. Out to Covington. Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's the three. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. George passes to Leonard. Can't get it to drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Bane. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
George finds Covington. George left side, and George with the jam.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Now Morant. He's got 7. Inside, and stolen by Covington. Leonard right side. Really left him alone that time. Leonard's got his second basket.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Payne, no good. With the step back. George's shot is off.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Memphis, Desmond Bain. At the line for one.
Morant with it. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition.
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. George outside. Pass to Wall. Now Covington. Nice move. Back to Wall. Fires the three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Bain against George. George with the block. Outside Wall. Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
You're like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Moran against Wall. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Adams. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. To the middle. Covington passes to Wall. Brooks against Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Zubats. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Brent at the center position. It does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. Moran against Wall. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Adams. 4 on the clock. Jackson for 3.
And Covington putting in the work right now on the defensive end.
This is another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. George finds Covington. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Wall. Driving inside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Memphis trailing here. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Moran. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The Grizzlies have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. On the wing, Bain. Wide open. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Leonard outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And Leonard drops them both.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks outside. Got a piece of it. Jackson down low. Covered by Covington. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. One second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first. Allie, as always, thank you.
The Grizzlies, 17. The Clippers, 20.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Back to Bain. For 3. Ooh, nice D from George.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Wall. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Wall's got 6.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's Morant missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's George. Drives to the hoop. Out to Covington. Back to George. Pulls up on the wing. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Covington. Kicks it to George. Covington, a screen on Bain. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Back to Payne. From behind the arc. Rejected by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Morant with a screen on George. Payne, the pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Wall. And he lobs it up top.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Outside Morant. Back to Payne. And he goes in for the dunk.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Outside Covington. Here's George, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. First one falls for him. George hits them both.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
From deep, Morant. Paul George pulls down the board, and it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Wall, the pass to George. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on George. On the wing, Payne. Brooks outside. Launches a three. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant against Wall. The drive by Morant. Misses from short range.
Nice move to create space. Just couldn't convert.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
That's good from George. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Leonard against Jackson. To the inside. Here's Morant. Good work defensively by Leonard.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Adams, the pass to Payne. Adams with a screen on Wall. From deep, Payne. Tries again, and it's laid in by Adams.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
George, a deep three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ending the quarter up 10. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The lead now in single digits.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
And here's Wall. Driving to the basket, kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The three from Bain. Gets the three ball to go.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Leonard outside. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. From the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Morant finds Adams. Outside Morant. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his fourth rebound in this one. Covington passes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Out to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard goes back up. Zubac passes to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Here's Covington. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Here's Wall. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked. So he'll head to the line.
What an effort from Wall on the play. Refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
No good on the free throw. So he can't get either to fall. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Denied by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Leonard outside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Pass to Covington. Outside Wall. George outside. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Jackson.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Left side Bain. Now here's Morant. George defending. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Out to Leonard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Scores off the spin. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
And Morant gets it to go.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
George outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he drives in. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Moran against Wall. Fires for 3. And it's Morant missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
From deep, Bain. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
So it's the Clippers taking. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
big in this one.
Here we go.
And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot. Outside, George going inside. And that one is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Paul. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now, here is George. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Paul looking over the floor. Bridges passes to Paul. Bridges misses. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Booker. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The three from George. Buries it from three-point range.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Ball against Wall. Leans from outside. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Wall up top, defended by Paul. A three from Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Good. Paul's got his second bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Outside, George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Bounce pass from Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Bridges. Ball's knocked loose. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And it's Ayton missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. 1:15 left in the first. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. 20 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. Paul's got 6 points.
Love seeing Chris Paul get active scoring the ball. The defense must come out to challenge his jump shot.
And Wall kicks to George. Shot from the wing. Bucket is good. 5 points in the game.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 3. George passes to Leonard. Down low. This one for three. It's not going to go for him. Not going to go that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clipper.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Leonard the pass to George. Over Booker. George, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Over the wall. The shot by Paul, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Outside for George. Los Angeles with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. Covington with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And George with the stuff.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. This is to Booker. High quality look, and he sinks it. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Leonard on the wing. That's tipped. Ball against Wall. Lobs it up for Crowder. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Leonard has it in the corner. Bridges with the steal. Booker outside. Puts up a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Wall kicks to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Good on the second free throw. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now George, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Covington's shot is off.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Ball outside. Over Wall. They get it again. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Fades. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard looking over the floor. Up and in on the layup.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Ball against Wall. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. 5 to shoot. Over George. Booker finds Paul. Takes a 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Here's Wall, and he drives in from downtown. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, strong build, can be a load to defend.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. But I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now, here is George. He's got 8. Releases. That one off the back iron and out. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got the fast break chance. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Wall. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Chris Paul takes pride in shut down whoever he's...
All right, David, thank you. And
The Clippers, 16.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Ball against Bridges. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 5.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Wall against Paul. Wall dishes to Covington. The kick out to Wall. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker looking around. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. George from deep three-point land. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul right side. Here's Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Now here's Booker. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Back to George. Looking to get it going. The pass to Covington. Outside, Wall. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Bridges passes to Booker. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers trail by 5. It's deflected. Outside, George fires the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Covington kicks to Wall. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game, conceding.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Wall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Booker against George. That one misses. Phoenix shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Suns leading by 6. Paul passes to Booker. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 10. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Watching Crowder, one thing that stands out to me is just how reliable he's been throughout his career.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Jay Crowder. And no good that time. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They get it back. Pass to Paul. Takes it inside. George against Paul. The 3. Wall passes to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
The Clippers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight, and he can't hit the second. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Poked away. Lobbed up there for Booker.
This is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer, doesn't take any possessions off.
Clippers trail by 12. Outside, George. Up and in from the low block.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Ball finds Booker. Lets it go with the 3. Wall grabs the board. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And a deep 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night. Ball passes to Ayton. He feeds it to Crowder. And there it is for him. Crowder's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
It's Covington on the wing. George with no one around. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here they come. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. That's a 2 from Paul. Wall with some nice D. Clippers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Takes it out to Covington. Crowder with the steal. Booker the pass to Paul. Paul George with the steal. Outside Covington. Back to George. Zubac the pass to Covington. Now Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubac. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns leading by 12. Booker outside. From deep. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And Wall kicks to Zubac. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. George finds Zubac. Back to George. 4 on the clock. And here's Leonard from 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Paul. Reaches up top. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shoots a fader. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Paul. Over the wall. And the shot is long.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
To the paint. Here's Covington. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. 35 seconds left in the game. Booker the pass to Bridges. Outside Crowder. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Ayton kicks to Paul. Second chance shot. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Wall. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Probably a little closer.
tip-off goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Morris can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Here's Jackson after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to George. Goes up from the top of the key. Prince grabs the miss. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Wall comes in for Jackson. Pass to Prince. Three-pointer. Nails it from three.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
Wall against Russell. George outside. Back to Wall. Leonard outside. 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And stolen by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Prince. Now Gobert. Outside Edwards. Takes the three. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And stolen by Edwards. Gobert passes to Russell. Zubac with the steal. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Los Angeles with it. Searching for their first points of the game. Wall, the pass to George. Pulls it from 20.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
It's George on the wing. Shot to stop the run. And George with the jam.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Towns. Here's Prince. No good with the triple. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Now here's Russell. And here's Edwards outside. Towns has got room. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Stolen by Wall. The ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Puts up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Wall finds Leonard. Zubac with it. Defended by Gobert. And stolen by Edwards. Russell, the pass to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Outside Covington. Oh, deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. The shot by Towns, no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Some room here for George. Offensive board. Here's Towns. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great team defense on Paul George. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Leonard outside. Wall, the pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. 3 on the clock. Leonard for 3. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Russell with the ball. Check by Wall. Fires the 3. Back to Towns. Fires the 3. That shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's tipped. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Covington. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Leonard for 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Pass to Prince. Now Towns. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. From the high post. And there's Leonard on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers trail. Fires from the wing. George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:14 left in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Here's Edwards. And that one's good. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Here he goes. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Zubac. George outside. And stolen by Edwards. All by himself. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Dominant on the boards. Karl Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
Wall, the pass to Covington. Here's George. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. There's the three. Edwards finds Russell. Driving inside. 1 second left. Gobert with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Leonard for three. Here's George. Out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Lets the three fly. Zubac passes to Covington. Hits a three-pointer.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Leonard on the wing. From behind the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And Edwards, here we go.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Wall against Russell. Outside Covington. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And he sinks the second. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. Down low. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Wall. Out to Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
Robert Covington. At the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Here's George, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. The 3. Prince can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Leonard on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Prince. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Russell from deep three-point land. The three-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Counted from distance. Leonard's got 8 points.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Zubats. And Gobert with a block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Here's Prince. Towns for 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. It's George on the wing. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Edwards. And it's Wall with the block.
John Wall, such a smart, disruptive defender.
And Leonard throws it down hard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. A tremendous. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Back to Russell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Here's Leonard going inside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Pass to George, and stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Throws it up high, and then Russell with the dunk.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender a bucket.
Edwards against George. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth. Looking confident on offense. Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Towns passes to Gobert. To the right side. Clock at 6. From deep. Gobert tips it back in. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Leonard outside. Back to Wall. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Russell, the pass to Towns. The turnaround. Kept alive. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. Here's Wall. And the Clippers miss again. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Zubac with a screen on Towns. Leonard can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. And there's Towns on the assist from Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Well, this ability of Karl-Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Ball, the pass to George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Clippers.
Both good from the line that time. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. From deep 3-point range. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
At the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Edwards. Goes up on the wing. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got rebound number 8 now.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Rudy Gobert.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. We wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And they get it back.
He gets to the long rebound and keeps the clock running. Great play.
Second chance effort. And that one hits the back iron.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
For three, Covington to get it again. Pass to George. Launches it. George with another miss. Towns with the ball. Russell with the ball. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game, you have to feel like...
boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Jackson dishes to George. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant looking around. The shake into the lane. Can't finish the one-handed jam. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris, and John Wall's subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Outside, George. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Wall. Morant with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brooks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one's good. Morant.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Outside, George. Shot to stop the run. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Here's Covington. And Adams sends it back. They get it back beyond the arc. Covington's shot is off. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Out to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Morant with another miss. Clippers trail by 3. All with it. He's picked up by Morant. George passes to Wall. Crafty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
And so he makes both from the line. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Morant against Wall. From deep three-point range. Payne for 3. No good. Shot missing. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Payne. And it's Adams, and it's center. From deep, George, rebounded by Jackson.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Passes it to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. He doesn't hit that one. Clippers trail by 4. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. One-on-one fast break. Payne against George. Floats it up there for Morant. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Oh, he's a high flyer.
Ooh, that was nasty.
That's just filthy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And finished off by Morant.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Wall passes to Covington. Here's George. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
No, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant comes with the double team. Shot on the wing. The shot comes out, and the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Payne. From deep. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Leonard on the wing. Kicks to George. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Brooks with a screen on Wall. It's Morant with the drive. Rebounded by Covington.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:53 left to play in the first half. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. He kicks to Brooks. Fires from deep. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. Wall with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Covington with the ball. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Covington passes to Zubac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Morant has gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Morant.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Wall. Outside, George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Conjo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard kicks to Wall. Outside Leonard to the inside. Here's Covington with 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go. Thank you, David. And we'll be back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wall against Jones. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Leonard on the wing. He dishes it to George. Great tee that time from Green. Memphis leading by 3. For the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. And Los Angeles guys shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Down low. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Wall against Jones. And yes, it's good.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Jones looking for an opening from deep three-point range. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside, George to the paint. Here's Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Wall.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Pass to Concho. Jones with the screen on George. Here's Concho. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wall passes to Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Jones. And Covington sends it back. From deep, Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And the shot is good.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Jones against Wall. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Green. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
1:29 left in the third. Jones against Wall. Here's the screen. Jones, the pass to Concho. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Williams against Covington. Pass to Tillman. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's Covington on the wing. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Jones. And a miss there on the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Outside, Leonard. Great D that time from Green. Memphis leading. Outside, Jones. Green with a screen on George. Jones dishes to Green. Jacks up a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies lead by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. Oh, wow!
That is powerful. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Wall looking for an opening. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Wall with the steal. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bain kicks to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson finds Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. The Clippers trail. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And Wall. Here we go now. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers. Outside, Bain. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Instant. Coming into the league, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired, and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so. Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Morant against Leonard. Brooks with a screen on Leonard. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Bain with it. George picks him up. Jackson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wall passes to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Morant outside. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Off the inbound. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bain finds Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Bain for 3.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
Bain with it. George picks him up. It's Morant in the corner. Brooks setting the pick for Morant. Wall against Brooks. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Dishes it to George. And the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Adams. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morant to take the lead. Bain kicks to Morant. Back to Bain. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Ball against Morant. Outside for George. Nice move to the paint. Here's Zubac. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's Adams out to Morant. Leonard with the steal, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Pick off in midair.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
We've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And it's Jackson on the take. George outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Jackson. And that one drops for him.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
Here's Wall, and there's the drive. Here's George, and Ayton pulls it down. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Leonard outside. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Wall against Paul. Outside for Booker. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Wall against Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Covington. George outside. And Ayton pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Paul finds Bridges. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by George.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA. And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
To the left side wing. Crowder against Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Booker. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Booker against George. And he converts the layup. George has got 6. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Zubac passes to George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 1 minute left now in the first quarter. Left side, Paul. Outside for Booker. Three-pointer, Bridges. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, you don't expect Mikal Bridges to knock you out with a shot from that distance.
Pass to Covington. On the take. The kick out to Wall. No good on the three. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. George with a steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Pass to Crowder. He shoots. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Suns on top. They lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Leonard on the wing. Booker defending. Wall against Bridges from 13. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Booker from downtown. On target from range. Booker's got 8 points.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Here's Wall. Here's George. Shot from the top of the key. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Zubac into the lane. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by George.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Wall against Paul. Pulls up. Oh, Covington with a block. Wall, the pass to George. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Suns leading.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Covington. Leonard passes to Covington. Wall finds Covington. Beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Out to the wing. Leonard outside. Three-pointer. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Ayton. And now a 7-point Suns lead. George outside. Driving in. And And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bridges. Now here's Ayton. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's George. Covington controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Paul with it. Outside Booker. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a hot.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top, up 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Leonard finds some space. They get it back. Here's Covington. Another shot. The kick out to Wall. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, Phoenix is shooting 40% so far in this one.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Ayton, a screen on Wall. Ball finds Ayton. Fades away. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Leonard. That one's wide left. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And the basket by Leonard.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Booker. The 3. That shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George outside. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Here's Paul. Crowder, a screen on Wall. And Paul gets it to go.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Outside Wall. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Releases. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard against Booker. This for the tie! So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mikal Bridges.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor. That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money for that.
And he drops the first. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
You see why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Leonard passes to Covington. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Knocks it loose. George with a steal. Paul with a steal. He's got a clear path. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to George. Inside. Here's Zubats. Kicks it to George. For the lead. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Booker. Here's a 3 from Paul. Drains the triple. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just think about the growth of what Chris Paul has done with that three-pointer. 28% from 3 as a rookie, and now a guy you can't leave.
To the wing, right side. Here's Zubats. Pass to Leonard. 4 on the clock. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Zubats screen. George passes to Covington. Back to George.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
That's good from George.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
George hits them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Suns ahead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Wall. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Leonard finds George. Here's Covington, covered by Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here they come. Oh, George with a steal. Wall, the pass to Covington to take the lead. And they take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Wall, the pass to George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's Paul with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Wall on the attack. Leonard on the wing. Count the It's on Mikal Bridges. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. And it just didn't play out that way.
Bridges passes to Aiden. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Paul. Pass to Booker. The shake. And that one is right through the heart. And the Suns lead by 2.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Wall, the pass to George. Into the lane. Down low. He takes one from 10 feet. It's George on the wing. 5 on the clock. It's George on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Bridges finds Booker. That shot off. Wall with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Spins. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. George outside. Covington, a screen on Booker. It's George on the drive, and he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Ball passes to Booker. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Lets it fly. Out to Covington. Pass to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Crowder against Covington. Booker with it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
I don't know if fouling Booker is ever a good idea. I mean, he is a great free throw shooter, and he's made for these moments.
For 3, Covington. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty. All right, Allie, good stuff there.
through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. So the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Towns with the steal. Leonard with the steal. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Knocks it loose. The dish to Towns. Outside, Russell. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell kicks to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Towns for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And they double up Jackson. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. And finished off by Leonard.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Towns, and Covington sends it back. Here's Leonard to the inside. The kick out to Wall. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Russell finds Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, he's aware of the shot-blocking prowess that they're going to face tonight, but he wants his guys to work the ball to get open looks. If it isn't there, pass it. Stay patient, and he says the opportunities will come. Guys?
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And, you know, one of the things you can do is try to speed up the pace. Make them react to what you're doing instead of the other way around. Don't play on your heels. Be the aggressor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
Now here's Prince. Passes to Russell. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Covington wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Russell from long range. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Edwards dishes to Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Inside. Here's George driving the lane. And then George with the jam.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
He kicks it to Leonard. Over Prince. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got his second basket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Towns. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
George, no good. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And they take the lead. Russell's got 7 points. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Russell kicks to Prince. Pass to Towns. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Ball passes to George. Buries it down low. George has got 4 this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Kept alive. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Here's Russell. Off with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
Now here's Prince. Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Wall dishes to George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Towns kicks to Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Wall passes to Covington. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 9. Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards passes to Towns. Out to Edwards from past the arc. That one's not going to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Wall. Dishes it to Covington. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. It's Prince on the wing. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up when Gobert takes flight. Well, you are in for a show.
From deep, George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Russell dishes to Gobert. Russell against Wall. Let's go. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And Towns drops them both.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
Edwards with it. The feed to Russell.
Passion is something we love to see no matter.
All right, David, thank you.
The Timberwolves, 27.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Here's Russell. Paul George making his last shot. Russell passes to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell high post. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Robert Covington picks one up.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Towns kicks to Russell. kick out to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 10.
You know, with his three-point shooting and inside scoring ability, I think that's the key shot for Towns, the in-between mid-range shot, and he's pretty much unguardable when he's knocking that down.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Leonard attacking. Wall passes to Covington. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Prince dishes to Russell. Prince, the pass to Russell for the lead. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Wall. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 12. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Wall passes to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. Basket good. 6 points for him.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. Gobert down low. Working on Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. And there's the pass to Zubac, and stolen by Russell. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. Clippers leading by 3. Wall looking for an opening. Zubac the pass to Wall. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside, Russell. Feeds to Towns. Russell trying to free himself up. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
Kicks it out to Covington. And he's good on the 3-ball. Covington's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Los Angeles leading by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game. George against Edwards. Down low. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Outside Covington. Here's George. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up like his hasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
First team foul.
Prince outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Leonard against Prince. Outside Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Covington, a screen on Prince. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Zubac against Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Towns. Prince, the pass to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Prince misses. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Minnesota with the ball. 7-point differential. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
And Wall kicks to George. He feeds it to Covington. Over in the corner, Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. And it's George missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Here's Towns. Passes it to Russell. Little turnaround.
I'm sure that'll make John Wall's coach happy to see that kind of hustle and aggressiveness at the defensive end. Doing a really good job to smother him.
Covington against Edwards. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Clippers lead by 7. Wall against Russell. Gobert in the corner. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now here's Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. To the inside. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. George has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Clippers. Russell feeling it out a bit. Out to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Leonard. There's the drive. Ball against Russell. Here's George. Covington, no good there. And Minnesota now the other way. Covington with the steal. Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. For three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
It falls.
Hey, guys, that's exactly why Prince is out there in these moments. Big-time shot.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Three-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
So it's Los Angeles. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.